Hey guys, welcome again to the channel. On today's video, I am not taking you on any house tour, neither am I showing you any property, but rather we'll be having a conversation about issues surrounding the real estate sector here in Lagos, Nigeria. And I know a lot of you have seen Scotty Thomas videos about real estate company. So and you're probably wondering, what is this guy all about? Well, allegedly, he claims that this company has defrauded people of their money. So you don't fall a victim, he decided to come up with a show called Everything Real Estate Pyramid. And on the very first series, we'll be talking about issues like scams that you face in the real estate sector. But for this very first episode, we are starting strong with the inspection fee scam. So, but before we get into it, I'd like to introduce you to my amazing colleagues we have here.
Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Larry.
Hello, my name is Mojola Lua.
Hi, my name is Blessing. So guys, what is this whole inspection fee about? What do you think it is?
So before we get into it, let's just first talk about what inspection fee really is. Because I know a lot of people might not know what inspection fee is all about. Inspection fee basically is the payment you make to an agent to view a property or an agent who takes you on different viewings. So, and you have different people charge different amounts of money, and I as 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira. And you have those that are very unrealistic with these charges. They charge as high as 100,000 naira.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, why don't we charge
For
inspection
inspection
fee?
fee.
I mean, if we're getting 100k for like 10 inspection, I pay salary, I'm good.
It's
I'm okay, I'm good.
You guys, because
Okay.
you want to say we don't charge inspection fee. That does not mean that you will not pay inspection fee when you charge. You don't come here to come and tell you not to pay inspection fee.
Actually, that's not why we're here.
Well, for me, actually, I don't think we should charge inspection fee. And that's because I feel you should be more about the services you want to render to the client first. Because,
That's as the agent, right?
yes, because at the end of the day, you're still going to be paid your commission at the end of the day. So why charge inspection fee when part of your services that you're rendering is the inspection you're taking them for?
True.
So-
Makes sense. What do you think about it?
Personally, I've gotten to realize that when people pay inspection fee, they tend to be more committed. They don't waste their time.
Words,
They
words,
respond
actually.
quick, they respond quickly. They are just available because they know they paid and they're committed. So they tend to respect you as an agent and follow through the property.
Well, for me, honestly, I would want to say I would be individual.
Right.
Because on one hand, I understand why some of these agents charge this thing. Like I said earlier, personally, we don't charge it. But I think the reason why most agents charge it is also because of most clients are not considerate of their time and their services. I mean, this inspection fee thing started about maybe 2-3 years ago. So it's not really common in the Lagos real estate space because whenever a client reached out to you, you're kind of sure that you are the only person this client is working with.
Yeah.
It's now that we're seeing a trend of one client reaching out to 10 agents and you want to see property through all of you. So most agents are just trying to secure, their own end, and that is why they charge this. And really, on the other hand, do you necessarily need to charge it? Because when you're thinking about it, when you collect that amount, I've seen clients that tell you that once an agent charges inspection fee like this, that's the turn up for them.
It's not completely, yeah.
I mean, they don't want
It
to.
just feels like you're not the serious person. You're an hungry person. Because what's the thing?
Exactly.
But at
Something.
the same time, this client, they do not have a problem. Many people are paying this inspection fee.
That's very
They
true.
do not have a problem with paying
Yeah.
inspection fee. That's why they get scam.
And apart from that, there are people that will pay, but there are some people also that naturally would pay, but they don't like the fact that they are paying.
They are paying, yeah. You don't need
So
to tell them that
it's
they have
just
to
like
pay.
being forced and cornering people to pay because at the end of the day they want the house.
Yeah. True. So it's not out of free will. Like, just make a pay by 10K, no waste. It's not
Exactly.
like that.
So, and that's the thing. I mean, I've had stories where you don't have to even charge for these things. And some clients, some well-meaning clients will still tip you.
Definitely.
Because-
Yeah, something tips you.
You're talking about my point already.
Because in my own opinion, I feel that you don't have to charge inspection fee for people to even probably either tip you or appreciate your effort. I've had clients who have taken on inspections, and at the end of the inspection, they tip you as high as 150k. They tip you Even $200.
I can attest to that.
We recently had a client who at the end of the inspection, like, just said, I want to pay you for inspection fee. Like, because we didn't charge
Some people will not even call it inspection, so I'd rather appreciate your effort.
Exactly.
I've been appreciated $1 million.
This is on the good side. There are still clients out there that these agents charge this inspection fee. They agree to pay the inspection fee. And when they get on the inspection, they will scam the agent. They will not send the inspection fee. So I think that is good thing.
Okay, so now the thing is, if the client's reason why I would say, for me, I feel like if the client does not like the house, why would he pay? If it's what you showed me is not what I'm saying, agreement, I believe you go home.
True, because you already agreed to pay this.
You agree.
So, and that is also why some of these agents would want you to pay it upfront before you even come out. Before they even come out at all. And that is what is giving rise to scam as we get into mainly. But it's just, I mean, I don't want to say it's Nigeria because in the first place,
this is Nigeria. Like where anybody wakes up and they become an agent automatically. Like the market is just saturated.
Normal.
Like there's no regulation. Like you can't say, oh, okay, this is how you become an agent. Like you can just wake up and say, yes, I'm an agent, and you're into real estate
to
now.
To be honest, some people don't even know the depth of what it is. They don't even know what's being an agent. The common word is. That's what they do. That's what they do. I'm like, that's not how you can be different. Can you try to be different? Like in Nigeria, anyhow.
And in a way, it makes them overlook like the effort that professionals put into what they're doing.
Very true.
Do you get my problem is for clients that are in the diaspora that are coming to Nigeria to relocate. Some people are relocating from America because some people are retiring and they want to come back home. And this is not a system they are used to because in America, you just see a listing, you apply to view it, if you like it, you take it and all of that. But you come here and then you see a listing that looks good for you and for your budget, and then somebody's telling you that you gotta pay 15,000 or 15,000 naira. How do you address such?
But honestly, even this inspection fee thing, I think it's a bit more common in the rental space.
That's true.
Sales generally, I mean, if someone wants to buy a house, and you're charging inspection fee, then I think you're not really serious. I'm telling you, because by the time
honestly.
So I think it happens, and it also happens in the lower grade of rent. I think for rent below 2 million thereabout, and this is also because, like I keep on saying, the clients most of the time are the problem. From experience, I'll be very honest. From experience. Clients that have 2 million budgets, 3 million budget, and they want to rent houses, sometimes their demands are unrealistic, but they are the ones that want to see 10 houses. There's no 10 houses worth 3 million in the market at the moment. And they'll be like, what's the next one? Show me another one. I don't like it. But this is what your budget can. This is what your budget can take. So an agent in that space now, I've showed you 4 houses. I didn't charge you anything. You still want to see more options. Where do you want me to get these houses from? You want me to manufacture it? And the client will go like that, go and contact another agent. This person has lost his time, has lost money, he withdrew for money, resources. Yes. So most of the time, I understand why it is like that. But on the other hand, I mean, we cannot just help it. So I feel like Blessing said, sorry to cut you short. We are not saying you should not pay special. I mean, if that is what the agent that you've seen a house maybe on their platform is demanding, you just have to pay it. Because if you say you're waiting for people like us, we might not take up your request, and that's just the game. So if you see someone and they have a property they've shown you that you like, and they say you have to pay for it, I mean,
why don't you just pay?
Or you just raise me less.
But now my problem is not just the inspection, it's the scams that come with it. Now there are certain people that just be on this social media and just listen that they don't even know about, and they scam fine. Now the clients will, because the truth is, the good ones will not be spoken about. It's the bad ones, the bad reviews is what goes viral. Yeah. So how do we control it? How do we avoid it? How do clients avoid the whole scams and everything?
Okay, for our clients, what I would say is, before you do transfer to any agent, before you pay to see property, try to make sure that you and that same agent are on that property. In fact, you build You've already seen the property. So to say goodbye, you are paying the inspection fee.
Yeah.
Because where you get scammed most times is when you make the transfer before going for the inspection, before seeing the property. So immediately it's paid and they receive money. Most of the time you can't reach them anymore.
They can decide not to show up.
Yeah.
And you can cooperate with me, and that's how this scam actually takes place.
Yeah.
Because
People
most of the time,
yeah.
most of the time, because it's just the same way people scam people on, on IG, you pay for your goods, you pay for air, and they just block you, and so it's the same thing. So most of these agents, they are on these platforms, and different platforms, some on Instagram, some on Property Center, Property Pro, and
TikTok,
what they do,
you got TikTok?
yes, on all social media platforms actually.
Yeah.
And what they do is they take properties, they post it on this platform. Normally, people reach out to them to inquire about this property. Okay, is this house available for rent? Yes, they will reply, yes, it's available. Yes, okay, when can I come and see it? So you can come and see it just at so time. But for me to come out, you need to pay 10k inspection fee. And that's almost actually charge 10k because they will like 10k is what a lot of people can actually afford and just let go. Because imagine you don't count 500k.
Why do you have people who feel like the higher the value of the property they're showing you, the higher the inspection fee? Like, why would you charge as high as 100k?
It's just that they feel like for you to have, I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like for you to have the money to pay 50 million naira for a house.
So 100k is like nothing.
It's nothing to you. So
I mean, it's someone that takes you 150k. So 100k. So
yeah.
And I also think that agents with that mindset, they don't really care about getting your
Very
That's the truth.
They're
They're just all about the money.
They are just about that one they can get right now. Because if you have that mindset already and you show somebody one property and he has sent you 100,000, you are not motivated to want to make sure that person is contented. But take for us, for example, we don't charge you this fee and we are bent on making sure that we provide properties that to your satisfaction because that's the only way we get paid.
Yeah.
True.
So we'll see you through to the end. You don't just
Like one blessing said. Now I have a story to that. Like there's a friend of mine. She was looking for a property, and I think her budget was around that 2 million. And so she had been paying inspection fee for different agents. And one thing she saw was a common trend was she would pay this inspection fee. They would even come out. Thank God they are not scammed. Thank God they are not scammed. So they would come out and typically both of them would ride bikes together to the house. So they would get to the property. And most of the time she would ask, okay, this property says is in Ologolo. Where in Ologolo? He said, it's not far, it's just 5 minutes to the bus stop. And by the time you carry bike, 5 minutes, I'm still on this journey. 5 minutes I'm not reached, and by the time you get there, and the house it's not looking like what the picture is showing. Maybe the picture they have like an older picture in the house was still newer. Now the current state of the house is different.
Like
and
bad shape.
Maybe when she complains and be like, she doesn't like it, she'll be like, I don't have any other thing to show you.
That's it.
Because you paid. Your 10k is gone. You're not committed to making sure that you get a property. Like blessings.
Is it like the inspection fee is non-negotiable? 10k.
No,
Are you not
it
negotiable?
It varies. So it depends on who you meet, the agents you meet. Some agents will tell you 5k. Some people will even tell you 10k, then you can negotiate it. Some will tell you as big as 25k.
I can imagine trying to negotiate 10k because we want to be a property. Like,
It's becoming crazy. Because by the time before you even pay for your house rent, you have finished the month they want to have rent. 10k. Imagine you're seeing 10 agents, that's not 10k.
To be realistic, I feel like somehow it makes a little bit of sense. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's what it's supposed to be. But I'm just saying sometimes for your convenience, if it's that money, it can get you what you want.
Sure.
And the time you want it, you can go ahead and pay. But to avoid getting scammed, make sure that you are paying on the property. When you've seen the property.
When you are with the agent, and you're sure that
you are live at the location.
You have to pay that money for that person to be able to come and show you the property.
True.
So there are ways around.
I think that's the only way to actually avoid this scam is to be there and pay them because there are a lot of stories. I mean, if you keep on telling stories. There's even a particular one that happened to an agent friend. She was looking for property for her client, and she reached out to know my client wants the property from Ikate to Chevron, but the budget is I think 3 million, 4 million. I told her that this request is kind of you cannot get.
Yeah.
And I think they wanted either a self-compound or a 3-bedroom,
Oh,
something.
self-compound.
I knew when she mentioned it, I knew this thing was not realistic. So I told her that you cannot really get it, but she was really pushing. So I told her, okay, maybe you can reach out to other people. So she reached out to an agent on the practice center, and mind you, she's based on the mainland. So she wanted to check it on behalf of her clients first. So she reached out to the guy said, okay, no problem, we'll meet at New Road bus stop. Send the 10K, let me use and collect
transport, because they don't always have transport.
So she sent the 10K and she came all the way from mainland to the island, got to the bus stop, started calling the guy. Guy blocked her and everything. And she was just...
It was at that time.
So just make sure that before you pay the money, you see the person that wants to collect.
See you one
if the guy says doesn't have money, tell him to not collect loan.
Borrow from your neighbor.
Exactly, borrow and you pay back.
Honestly, but then it's just insane. And the thing is, there's even levels to this scam. Because in this one I have, like, it's insane. I don't even want to go into it because that will be for the next episode, our next episode.
That's Pro Max.
Because these scammers they are not playing.
Scam Pro Max.
They are not playing. And there you have it. We have given you tips on how to avoid this inspection fee scam. But on the next video, we'll be giving you gist about inspection fee scam Pro Max. Please try not to miss that video. And please do not get scammed before the next one. See you guys on the next one.
Bye.